Scott Hilton, Scott Talks. It's spring 2026. I'll show you how I lock up my Trek Townie bike. Electra is not electric. It's just a brand that Trek likes to sell. I'm at the Publix. It is the 6th of April, 2026. Springtime in Florida. We've got beautiful weather, 73 degrees, high of 83, low of 62. Golf cart coming with little spinners on it. Evolution brand. Cool. Here in Florida, we're on top of the world. I want to show you how we lock up. Now this is like a zip strip lock. And yes, I could just open this up and drop my helmet in here and hide it away, and it's fine. Having the zip strip lock makes for a, you can wrap it around the body here, wrap it around the bar on the rack here, just anywhere away from this chain to keep the grease off of it. But you could lock your helmet up if you want to keep it safe and keep someone from walking away with it. My gloves, I just kind of tuck in here if they take them, whatever. Not too concerned with the seat either. It came with the bike, so it's not a high-end seat. You want to protect your back tire a little bit because those gears cost a lot of money. So I've got the FoldyLock, Seatylock on this one, but other FoldyLocks are available. And yes, it would fit on this bar and make a nice double lock. I like double locks because they're just in bright orange colors. And I've got a combination here that you can set your own combination to, so whatever you want to put it on, you can set it for that. You can see this particular lock and rack system has bolts on it. You say, Scott, wouldn't somebody just take a pair of pliers and undo the bolts, take the whole thing apart, and take your bike? I said, yes, there's that risk. But what I've done, and a lot of people didn't notice, I've put super glue right here. All the bolts have drops of super glue on it. And you can see at some point someone tried to steal a bike or a scooter or something, and they bent this trying to steal it because the glue wouldn't let them get past the threads, and it kept everything safe, and they just moved on to another target. The bright orange helps keep them on another target. They can see from a distance. It's locked. It's not worth the trouble. It's double locked, so it's not worth the trouble. How you doing? Good. So the helmet lock, this is a nice thing to have just because. And if you went into a fast store and you wanted to do a quick lock and grab a protein bar and run out real fast at a 7-Eleven or some kind of Circle K, you could do that real fast with this kind of lock because you could keep an eye on it. And somebody coming by with a bolt cutter would be rare, but they could do it with cable locks and this kind of lock. They could bolt cut it and call it a day. But they'd need an angle grinder to get through this and this. And that would take time. And yes, a nice D-lock, especially a nice kryptonite, heavy-duty D-lock, would be great if you're leaving it for hours and hours somewhere. Always park where there's plenty of people. I'm right out front. This is where they got this. They say not to park on trees, but I like trees if they have the bushes aren't in the way. If you're not going to kill any bushes trying to get to it. A lot of times at Walmart and Walmart Marketplace, they have trees out at Lowe's. They have a tree or thin tree out front, right? Usually I park in the middle, right where everyone is and everyone can see. And it keeps them from thinking they got a chance of stealing the bike with everyone watching. You don't want to park somewhere around the corner where no one can see the bike and everyone's got plenty of opportunity to angle grind it and not too many witnesses, and they can take the time and steal it. A lot of times it's just a matter of opportunity. If you got some cheap cable lock on there or this little guy and they have the opportunity to steal it, they could do it. But if it's something that slows them up a little bit, it's too much trouble to be worth it, they're not going to, most likely do it. And around here is pretty safe. It's not too big a deal. But that's the thing, I don't have flip locks. They could steal the seat, they could flip this off, they could flip this one off and then take the wheel. I'm not that paranoid about it. But I did put the super glue on the bolts. All the bolts have it, back and front. And just snuck it on there, and it's still there today. It's still hanging in there. And nearby is Cody's Restaurant. They also have a rack like this. I super glued it and decided to eat lunch there one day. And I saw the handiwork of my work from, you know, over a year ago. I was like, oh yeah, there's my glue, you know, keeping it safe. So a FoldyLock is great, but it is limited to how big you can get. Could you get it around this? Yes. Could you get it around some poles? Not always. Now, what's the second advantage of I can't reach it? Well, I did a video on that earlier. What if you've got a big fat lamp post that the base is too big and it's pushing your bike further out, or a fat tree, and you just can't get it? What you could do is you could lock this around the big lamp post and then hook this to this lock and attach it to the bar here. So you got a lock hanging out, and then you hook to that lock to this. So there are two hooked together like a chain. And then you got, if you have a third one, you don't need it. But if you had a third one, you could always loop it through here and keep your tires, the back tire safe, and make it a little more intimidating. But you could, you know, I just went in to pay a bill at the doctor's office. They had the giant pole there, and I was like, so I wrapped this around the pole. So I got the 4.25 inch, 4 foot 25 inches on this decanter chain lock. I had a 3.75, 3'75", and it was too short. A lot of times the bike was always leaning into the tree like this because it was so tight. And I got it just a little bit bigger, and I put it in this bag. So these front bags, I've got the slightly different bag on the other bike, but they both have 4.25 inch locks with the combination on the up front. And first thing I do is take that out, attach it, boom. That's the first thing. And then I've got the keys for both the locks for both my bikes that are for the Seatylock. And they came with 3 keys, so I use those. And I have it here, and on the other bike it's up front here on the Verve. You can see it on some of the other videos. So that's it. And then you got the little zip strip thing here. Alrighty, so you can attach it just anywhere. But you got to get it, you know, through this. Makes it hard. You don't want it, you know, if you zip stripped to the tire and your helmet here, you could do that if you just wanted to have the front tire a little, you know, but they could still flip it off and take your helmet and the tire. But if it's around this, that would slow them up. You see what I'm saying? But for most likely, you know, it's not that big a deal. They could flip this, take the whole tire off, but it's not that big a deal. If you want to slow them up, you can do a zip strip around the tire. And if you have a cable lock laying around, you could always use the cable lock, knowing that it can be cut pretty quick, but the fact that it's another deterrent that would slow it up, hooking it to the bar and to the front tire. You could do that if you really wanted to. Depends on how bad the area is and how much risk you're involved. At Publix, you're inside for a little bit. I've got a shopping list, so I know which aisle everything's on. So I get in and out pretty quick. And there I am. Some of the essentials I've got. This mirror came from Amazon. It's their most popular brand. It's on exactly the same mirror on both bikes. This Conch Bell is on both bikes, the large size. And I can just hit it. And that's great for warning people. You're getting ready to pass slowly. Always pass slowly. Don't zip by them. They could step out. And if you stay on your left, sometimes they turn and head to the left to look for you. So be careful if they're moving into your path. So that's about it. Panniers are great. This is not the pannier I'd recommend. I like my second bag up high so it keeps the bottom of this open for milk jugs and things instead of all this junk pushing against the milk jug on the bottom. So my other bike, the Verve, has a better pannier system on it. When you're shopping, the bigger it is, the better, without a lot of extras rolling around. I added this little bag because this was really tight, full of stuff. And it was wintertime, so I had extra stuff in there. But I ended up having my spare tire back here. And one or two other little things. Just it took away all that thickness. See all that, the spare tire in the box. This is a big box. But you got extra stuff. I got a hat and both bags. The little shopping bag going into Publix is always on the outside edge. Got an extra protein bar too for when I'm on the road. Got an extra net. There's a protein bar, little Quest thing. So let's go shopping. Now that I'm all locked up, ready to go. Alrighty, now throw protein bar. This is a great drink holder for Starbucks cups. And I got it off to the left so I can put my thumb on it. Hold that cup down, because if you hit a bump and you leave this guy open, you got a drink in it, it's going to pop out and fall and hit the ground, and it's going to break instantly and just spill out everywhere, and that's going to be the end of your drink. Or if you leave it riding like this, loose, you hit a bump, gone. I got to Walmart one day and it was just like this. I said, where'd my snack go? So use the string. This is the Moto. And put it off to the side when you're riding over a bump on the sidewalk or some kind of bump. Put your thumb on the top of the drink and hold it in place so it doesn't pop out. Just poof. And that's it. Okay? This little is pretty good for, the Velcro gives out pretty quick now if it's over a year old. But it's good for phone, toss wallet, keys. And I have a toss wallet with no credit cards in it because I'm using the Apple Pay. And technically I have a credit card number stored away on my notes so I can punch one in manually if I have to. But I got a toss wallet that has cash because some places, especially go to this farmer's market, they like cash. They don't want to deal with credit cards and stuff, lose that money. And the keys are both keys for both locks, for both bikes, in-house and mailbox. So every time you go near the mailbox area, near where the house is, you just go in, grab, the little boxes there, and you get the mail because you always have a key with you. But it's not the car keys. It's not that set of keys. I got another set of car keys. You have the mailbox and house key, but not bike keys on it. So riding the bike, you just have your basic keys, your toss wallet with some cash, no credit card, little card to tell you, what's your name, address, emergency contacts, blood type, medication you're on, maybe some health issues. Jot it all on a note, put it in that little wallet, a little minimalist wallet, get a small wallet, and just kind of carry it around. And I love these shorts. What is that? Noise Yard. It's this brand, but there are other brands that have zippers on the side. So sometimes I went to Dunkin', it's got just up here in the corner. And I came riding down, I threw my helmet on, but not my gloves. And I just zipped the phone closed in this pocket, and the keys and the toss wallet in this pocket. Just zipped it and closed instead of putting it all back in here and closing and zipping it up. And as it gets old, you got to keep your hand under it to catch the phone because that Velcro will give out and it'll do this. So yeah, remember to zip it closed. I did that one time and it fell out. But I have a drink, water all the time. Always good to have. And I've got an emergency pump at home, but since I was going to the grocery store, I took it out because it takes up too much room in the bag. It's long, kind of long, it's about this long. So I'm going to get a little smaller pump, get it when I go back to the Trek dealer to get my spring maintenance done. Get them to check the chain and the tires and the cables and all that. And have them add a second pump somewhere, just to have them hook it on a little baby pump. That way I'll technically have one, but it won't take up any room in my bag because it is a pain sometimes to have that longer pump. So that's like some every bike check for you guys and how to do the locks and get around, get some exercise, do some walking, do some cycling, just whatever you can do. Like, share, and subscribe if you learned anything. Let's go shopping. Bye.